Cool. So we're here for Bleach 549. I really like this chapter. We got to see my man Omaida, although many people would just deny him. I really want to see, like I have said before, I really want to see him step up. He didn't do much in here, mostly because of Soifon stepping in and fucking BG9's shit up like horribly with that. Just badass, Shunko. But, Shunko maybe. I don't know. Anyways, it was pretty good. He still got a hit in there. He smashed the guy's face in, basically. I really liked that. We got to see him do something. Apparently that was his niece, and so he he's like, let her go. His face got just serious, and he just smacked him into the face. But when he went again, his weapon was kind of stopped, unfortunately. But things happen, and you can't guarantee everything. But he still stepped up, and he wasn't backing down. He kind of pulled off how Naruto, if anything, would have done. So that was pretty cool to see. I like to see Omaida actually show up, since this is really the final arc, and he gets to prove himself. So we didn't really get to see what exactly happened. We just saw minus the can being ripped off. We got to see Soifon appear with her Shunko, and she just fucked his shit up. Like, just he just stoned. I don't see him. It looked like he was just cut in half almost. Since she was able to rip his arm off, his cannon off, with little effort, now a complete Shunko, 100% full mastered to him, directly, right in the chest. But it looked almost like, he probably dodged it, but it looked like he just got fucked, Hopefully, which I doubt he is out, but hopefully he is not out, but he got some major damage because it looked like it just cut down his whole side. So I'm assuming, because you can see some shreds, I'm assuming he either countered it in some way or he dodged it. But I really don't think he's dead, because just like with Busby, at the end of the chapter, it was like, next time the Sternritters start their counterattack, what is their real power? So obviously Busby talking about, so you think you're finished with me after this? You're wrong. That was just the beginning. Now it's my turn. So they just get to show, look, we get to, they're going to attack back. And this gives a chance, since the captains are not very powerful, we get to see them really team up with their lieutenants. We get to see some teamwork, some strategies like we saw with Hitsugaya. It's kind of interesting to see this, which I hope we can do that with Omaida and Soifon. Or Soifon just gets fucked up, and then we get to see Omaida do something about it. Because we just saw a character growth for Soifon, but we still have nothing for Omaida. It's like you're trying to root for someone in sports, but it's just they don't pull through. It's like, come on. You have all this time. Apparently you guys were working your shit off after Eisenarch, apparently, so we're told. And then after the captains really had to train even more. But you would think, Omaida just he has a big heart. We know that. We can tell he has a big heart. But he doesn't really show much skill other than flinging his flail around like that. I want to see, maybe there's more to it so far. Renji, his things, he could extend it. He could also use it in the sky like multiple blades shooting down or something. Hitsugaya can use eyes. Masamoto can use her sand, dust, wind thing, jiggy. So Omaida is just a chain ball flail. That's it. Just a chain ball flail. Doesn't it have some powerful ability? Maybe you smack him, it sends a force out, and she shoots the guy forward, and he's like, holy shit, I didn't expect this from this guy. I mean, that would be interesting. His thing just looks like it just changes shape. It doesn't really have anything. I want to see Omaida really pull some shit out. It's just blow our minds. Oh my god, I didn't expect that guy to do this. So that's what I'm hoping for. But we got to see Soifon come in there like she did and just fuck his shit up with that Shunko, which was amazing. To see a complete Shunko like that, I don't remember we ever saw one actually. I mean, it might have been. I mean, I guess we have from Yoruichi, but it didn't, when she used it against Soifon, it didn't look at all, complete, especially with Aizen. But who knows? But we got to see the winner one, and she's using it to continue her Rietsu going through, constantly, which is very interesting concept, and I like that a lot. So, we get to see Busby, he's going to have his counterattack. Obviously, Fire's going to, I guess, melt it. So how it, works out, I don't know. He was talking about, I still haven't even started fighting, so that's like, oh, so what do they have that they still haven't shown us? What's going to happen? Because then we got Soifon's walking off. The guy's in the dust clouds, he's like just standing there. He's like, his eyes glowing. It's like, obviously you can see a little crack. I'm assuming that's a crack. So it's like, what does this guy got to do? I actually think BG9 is like some kind of robot. I mean, he has these tentacles, these cannons and shit. I don't know. I'm curious. It's just he just, the way he talks is very strange. Although I am still very curious. Like Soifon mentioned, I thought Quincy's used arrows. So what is this whole thing? They're acting like Arankars and Shinigami. Each having their own different power, each having their own different thing, which makes Uryu, I don't know why he's a rank A, because just his bow alone looks so cheesy compared to these Quincy's. It's just like, oh, you got a bow, ha ha ha. But then again, during the Soul Society arc, he really, he beat a captain. So, I don't really think Uryu needed much progression. Well, compared to Ichigo, he does, but he still beat a captain, very similar to how the Quincy's are now. So, being in the Soul Side, I'm sure he's there. He's going to have like a shit ton of energy. He's probably storing up because like he says, he doesn't repeat the same thing. So, I'm curious. Maybe he might use this Rietsu game ability and form some huge ass arrow on Jabba Hotch or whatever, and possibly save some people. But anyways, we got Busby and we got whatever his name is, the fire dude. Yeah, Busby, and then we got BG9. They're sitting there coming out like, that attack, that's nothing. We did worse things in training. And so now we're going to see them in their next counter, as Kishimoto told us. We're going to actually see their counter now. They took the hits from the Shinigami. Now it's the Quincy's turn to attack back. So hopefully, this chapter overall, I liked it. I want to see more from Omaeda, but we still got something. So that was interesting. We got to see that the attacks were not, the characters or the Quincy's were not just blown off into smithereens like they were just pieces of shit. But, they took the hits, but they still can fight, which is, good. I don't want to see them just die. I want this, kind of take a long time, but not too long. But like how Naruto's going, just, I give it a good amount of time. But anyways, I like this chapter. I'd have to give it I'd probably rate it like 9 out of 10, if anything. But overall, it was a pretty good chapter. I enjoyed it. Can't wait for next week. I'm really psyched about that. So hopefully, we'll get, to see some really good attacks coming from the Quincy's and figure out what that BG9's ability exactly is, other than tentacles, cannon, whatever the hell that shit was. So anyways, as always, have a nice one, guys.